Former Gambia military junta member Yankuba Touray has been remanded at the Mile 2 Central Prison after refusing to testify at the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission today. Touray, who has been adversely mentioned by several TRRC witnesses for alleged involvement in atrocities during the former regime, appeared before the commission but declined to testify. His action propelled the commission chairman to request for his arrest and subsequent detention. Saja Sambo gives us more.
Yankuba Touray, a former member of the AFPRC military junta and Minister of Local Government and Lands, was earlier today arrested and rushed to the Kairaba police station following his refusals to testify at the TRRC. Yankuba Touray, who participated immensely to the success of the 1994 coup that outcasted former President Jaura to install the military rule that lasted for 2 decades, was accused by many witnesses of committing many human rights violations. Mr. Touray, who was expected to testify before the Truth Commission for the next 2 days, refused to answer to questions from lead counsel, claiming he has immunity to anything that has to do with the violation of the 1997 constitutions. Yankuba felt he was betrayed by the commission and his right violated when he stood up and left the hall.
Proceed, please.
And later posted to Farafenye between 1993 and 1994.
During this period, can you tell us what were the problems within the Gambia National Army?
I am not going to testify regarding that, please. I invoke my constitutional immunity on all those issues.
Mr. Touray, I warn you that this is not the place to raise the issue of immunity. If you want to raise immunity claim, you take it to the High Court. Let me just finish. This is a Truth Commission. It's not a civil or criminal proceeding. It is, in fact, not a legal proceeding. So the claimed immunity does not apply to a fact-finding mission by the Commission of Inquiry.
Counsel, I still stand by my position that I invoke the constitutional immunity. The Constitution is the supreme law of this country. Any proceeding that is against the 1997 Constitution, I am not going to testify, and I will not answer any questions.
You may want to hide behind that, Mr. Touray. Let me finish, Mr. Touray. You cannot be interrupting me when I speak. I would also accord you the same respect. I would not interrupt you when you speak. So we have to observe proper decorum in the proceedings of the Truth and Reconciliations Commission. Agreed?
I'm listening.
Good. I will not enter into a legal debate with you as to whether immunity applies here or not. I would proceed to ask my questions and would remind you that it is an offense under the laws of the Commission, under the TRRC Act, for failing to answer questions by the Commission. You understand?
I understand. I have gone through your laws and your rules of procedure.
Thank you very much.
So without, counsel, please let us not prolong this issue. In the sense that I have appeared, when you ask me whether I'm going to appear and testify, I made it clear that I am going to appear. So the issue of testimony before this commission is out. And I do not recognize the legitimacy of this commission when I have constitutional immunity. I am not going to continue further.
I would tell you.
You may also use all your legal tools and then we will proceed and see. I thank you.
I'm not speaking. His action triggered anger and disappointment from the commissioners, triggering the chairman of the TRRC, Dr. Lamin Sise, to issue a statement when he stated that the commission have on several occasions informed Yankuba if he failed to respect the asofona issued by the TRRC, which constitutes a contempt of court and thereby liable to be referred to the High Court for prosecution. Considering Yankuba's attitude, Dr. Sise ordered the immediate arrest of Yankuba Touray pursuant to Section 15.1H and 15.2B of the TRRC Act 2007.
Mr. Yankuba Touray has also been informed on several occasions that failure to respect a subpoena issued by the TRRC constitutes a contempt of court and is therefore liable to be referred to the High Court for prosecution. In the light of this, the Commission has to act firmly and within the parameters of the law to ensure that actions of this nature are dealt with the full force of law. I therefore have no choice but to order the immediate arrest of Mr. Yankuba Touray pursuant to Sections 15.1H and the 15.2B of the TRRC Act 2017, and to hand him over forthwith to the police station that has jurisdiction over offenses within this area, and a referral to be submitted as soon as possible to the Attorney General's chambers for prosecution of Mr. Yankuba Touray at the High Court.
Yankuba was then arrested by the Police Intervention Unit, who rushed him to the Kairaba police station, where he was later transferred to the Central Prison's Mile 2 in Banjul. Meanwhile, sittings at the TRRC is now adjourned until 8 July 2019, when hearing will resume. Sajo Sambu reports for Africa TV News.